Children often struggle with money word problems if they can't work out what the question is actually asking. I'm Marie from This Child Can, and I'm going to show you how to help children solve simple money word problems involving adding, subtracting, and giving change. Welcome back. Money word problems ask us to solve calculations about money, but using words instead of just the numbers. For example, a pencil costs 8 cents. A glue stick costs 5 cents. How much do they cost altogether? A useful way to think about money word problems is in the form of a money story that gives us all the clues we need to help us solve the problem. Children might need to consider, how much money do we start with? What's happening to the money? Are we putting amounts together? Are we spending money? Are we finding change? And so on. Let's look at the first step. First of all, you need to look for the key words because these suggest the kind of calculation we may need to do. Altogether, in all, total. These words suggest we may need to add. Spend, spent, left, change. These all suggest we may need to subtract or find the difference. Underline those keywords because they help us to understand what's going on in the money story, and you can always write them down somewhere safe for your child to refer to. So let's look at adding money, finding a total. Here's our example again. So our keyword here is altogether, so we'll underline that. What's our money story telling us? Well, we have two prices. We need to put them together and find out what the total cost is. This suggests that we need to add. So 8 cents plus 5 cents equals 13 cents. Now we can link back to our previous lesson on coin totals. Which coins could make 13 cents? And one possible option is a dime worth 10 cents and 3 1-cent coins. So why is this addition? Well, we're finding the total cost of two things. We're not spending any money from a given starting amount. We're not finding change. When we put two prices or more together, we add. Can your child then tell you why the answer should be more than 5 cents and more than 8 cents? Now let's look at spending money or finding what is left. In this example, Mia has 20 cents. She buys some candy for 12 cents. How much money does she have left? So the key words here are buys and left, so we'll underline those. What's going on in this money story? Well, Mia has 20 cents in her purse. She's spending 12 cents of it. These words suggest that we need to subtract. So 20, take away 12. We're going to use a number line here. If we start on 20, we're going to take away 12 by taking away 10 and then taking away 2. Then we can see that 20 take away 12 equals 8. So 20 cents take away 12 cents equals 8 cents left. Giving change is the same kind of money idea as finding what's left. Here's an example. Mia buys a pencil which costs 18 cents. She pays with a quarter worth 25 cents. How much change does she get? So let's start by underlining the key words, and they are pays and change. So what's the money story going on here? Well, the pencil costs 18 cents. Mia pays with a quarter. The change is what she gets back because Mia has paid too much money. So what we are doing here is we're finding the difference between the amount that she has paid and the price of the pencil. We're going to use the same reliable subtraction on the number line method to find the answer. Our sum here is going to be 25 take away 18, and we know now that the answer is 7 cents. The most important thing to tell your child is that change is not a completely new style of maths. It's just about finding the difference between what's been paid and the cost of the item. Sometimes, if the difference is small, it can be quicker to count on, from the price to the amount paid. But when children are just getting started, subtraction on the number line is reliable and it works every time. Plus, it gives them extra practice with taking away. So use counting on as an extra strategy, but not as the main method. Now, if Mia gets 7 cents change, what coins might she get back? Well, one possible option is a nickel worth 5 cents and 2 1-cent coins. In our last lesson, we looked at making totals with coins, and now we are applying that skill in answering a money word problem. So the calculation tells us the amount, but the coins show us what that amount could look like. But the very best way to help your child learn about money problems is to let them practice using money in real life. Take them to the shop, let them spend their pocket money, let them compare prices, predict the change, handle the coins. Because real coins and real prices and real choices help children to see that learning about money problems is actually useful in everyday life. So our key message here is to start by underlining the important words. These help us choose a method, but then the money story helps us to check that the method makes sense. So you want to be asking your child about the money story. What's happening here? Are we putting two amounts together? How much do we start with? Are we spending money? Are we getting change? Should the answer be more or less than the starting amount? Remember, we're not looking for lots and lots of calculations here, but to help your child understand that the money story gives them clues about what they need to do. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope this video helped. And if it did, please like it and share it with someone else who might find it beneficial too. And don't forget to subscribe to This Child Can for more calm, practical tips to help you support your child with their learning. And do tell me in the comments, what is one thing that all children should be told when they are struggling?